Makerspace Safety, working safely within the Wake Forest University Makerspace. The Wake Forest University Makerspace is available to students and faculty. It is a collaborative workspace that promotes making, learning, and sharing using a variety of high-tech and low-tech tools. Because of the experimental nature of the work, safety should be the first priority to ensure no one is injured. Use of Makerspace equipment requires instruction on how the equipment works, features and safeguards, and steps to take in the event of an emergency. Equipment may not be used until training instruction has been completed. This includes the laser cutter, 3D printer, leather and woodworking, sewing, power tools, and soldering. Working alone in the makerspace is not a good practice. For safety reasons, it is strongly suggested that users practice a buddy system. Occupants are also required to wear a Wake Forest University issued ID at all times while in the makerspace. Good housekeeping must be practiced when working in the makerspace. There is a direct correlation between good housekeeping and safety. Good housekeeping reduces the chance of injury and reduces the risks associated with working in the makerspace. A clean and orderly work area allows for easier identification of items while working and also reduces the chance for accidents. Electric cords and equipment. Never repair electric cords or equipment unless qualified and authorized. Never operate electrical equipment while you are standing in water or in a damp area. Always check cords prior to use for damage. Have a qualified electrician inspect electrical equipment that has gotten wet before energizing it. And in the event of a trip breaker, call facilities at 4255 to reset. Do not reset breakers yourself. This may lead to shock or electrocution. Permanent use of extension cords is prohibited. Instead, use a power strip with a surge protector. Store all combustibles, paper and cardboard, at least 24 inches from the ceilings. Portable heaters must be UL listed and may not have an exposed heating element. Heaters must also have an automatic tip-over feature that shuts the unit off if it is knocked over. Candles and plug-in air fresheners are not allowed. Fire and life safety. Always know your evacuation routes. Pay attention to posted building evacuation routes. It is always a good idea to have at least 2 escape routes. Maintain a clear means of egress. Don't store anything in hallways and make sure not to block the exits. Fire doors are not to be propped open. And make sure there is 3 feet of open space on either side of mounted fire extinguishers. If you see smoke or fire in the building, pull the fire alarm and then evacuate. Call University Police at 5911 to report the fire. Only use a fire extinguisher if you are not in immediate danger. If you are using a fire extinguisher, pull the fire alarm first and make sure your back is to an exit. And remember the word pass. Pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, and sweep back and forth. If the fire is not quickly extinguished, evacuate the building. Non-life-threatening, non-serious injuries may be treated with the first aid kit. Makerspace management have been trained in first aid and should be alerted if an injury occurs. Non-life-threatening injuries that require more than first aid treatment should be referred to student health for students or Novant Occupational Health for faculty or staff. Know the location and proper use of the eye wash station within the makerspace. The eye wash should be used immediately if a chemical or foreign object is in the eye. Flush for 15 minutes and then proceed directly to receive medical treatment. Anytime there is a medical emergency, always dial 5911 from a campus phone or 911 from a cell phone. All injuries and accidents must be reported to the makerspace manager. This is an important step in safety, allowing for changes to be made in procedure or practice in order to prevent a recurrence in the future. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the Wake Forest University Wakerspace.